I have outed you. I have outed you as not a music lover or a music enjoyer, but a contrarian.
While I still prefer old music, you has opened my eye to many a music. Thank you. Hi everyone, Anthony Fantano here, internet's busiest music nerd, and it's time for a review, Black Breath, Sentenced to Life. This is a sophomore album whose album cover I could stare at all day. Visually, this cover's like a combination of Black Flag's Damaged and Anthrax's Fistful of Metal. But these guys definitely bring it into over-the-top territory by bringing in a sledgehammer to get their point across. Now, I first heard of these guys in 2009 on their debut EP Razor to Oblivion. Southern Lord Records released it, and the EP was just a handful of songs that were a rough and raw fusion of hardcore punk and metal. And around this time period, Southern Lord started picking up a lot of punk and metal hybrids. Nails, All Pigs Must Die, Trap Them, The Secret, and Black Breath delivers this style with some extreme intensity. Now, the band's full-length album that dropped in 2010, I wasn't totally into. I felt like it lost a bit of personality that Razor to Oblivion had. It was a little inconsistent in style too, but it still had some great qualities. The band definitely came through with thicker production this time around. Just relentless with these vocals that have become more fierce and buzzsaw guitar tones that really cut through your skull. I still think it's an album that is a very nice stepping stone to what the band is doing on this new album, Sentenced to Life. On this LP, just songs that are set to the speed of punk, thrash riffs, D beats coming in every direction from the drums, ferocious vocals, tremolo-picked death metal melodies, and the occasional blast beat and breakdown just to kind of add some variety to the album. You know, an LP that's this extreme can run into two issues. One, there's not enough change, there's not enough variation, all the songs end up sounding the same and it just becomes kind of boring. Another issue can be that it is too long, and that issue becomes an even bigger issue when the first issue is an issue. But Black Breath is able to keep things high intensity, high adrenaline, while still adding some character to nearly every one of these songs. Just take the vocal break on the opening track, Feast of the Damned. My flesh, my blood, your skin, Feast of the Damned. And the descending guitar lead on Forced into Possession feels like just being thrown into the pits of hell. And I also love how the band can really kind of slow things down, like on the track Home of the Grave, or the really brooding, dark intro on Endless Corpse, but still keep things kind of interesting. And while we're on the subject of Endless Corpse, I love the syncopated drum hits that just fly in quickly to transition that track from this really kind of dark, moody intro to just fast-paced. And the song hits so hard. The band plays so freaking fast. Really quick, really accurate, but far from robotic. I love the song Mother Abyss off of this track too. It starts off with this really fiery, wailing guitar solo, and it just feels like I am listening to a thrash metal song on steroids. Like I've grabbed a thrash metal album circa 1985, I've thrown it on the turntable, cranked the bass all the way up, and then played it at 45 RPM. Now, while there is a lot of just straight and to the point aggression on this album, there's quite a bit of detail too, kind of like a spiked bat with a beautifully engraved handle. There are a lot of layers to the madness on Sentenced to Life. It's just that the downside to this album is that at first it comes off so overbearing, it comes off so extreme. All those details and the fact that these guys are blending so many musical ideas together in an interesting way does not become obvious until a few listens in. What does come off strong on this album is that these guys are a sheer force. I feel like there are some tracks on here that could have used a little more detail to separate them from the rest, like the song Doomed. And yeah, admittedly, this album is difficult to connect with on any other level than fast paces and pure aggression, but it conjures those things so amazingly that I just have to give it up. Kind of feeling a light 8 to a decent 8 on this album. What did you guys think of it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Why? And what should I review next? Anthony Fantano, Black Breath, forever.